Well, now we take a look at what's making the headlines across the continent in some of the newspapers. Well, we begin with the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Le Journal de la Prospérité, or the Prosperity newspaper, is talking about the response of the movement of the liberation of Congo and its allies in regards to the recent statements made by President Joseph Kabila. In a media release, the Front for the Respect of the Constitution party responded to the head of state through the Secretary General of the MLC party, Yves Bazaiba. In the name of constitutional democracy, the FRC invites the incumbent president to respect his oath by obeying the Constitution and leave the presidential palace at the end of his second and last term on December 19, 2016. Well, the Secretary General said this, adding that the Constitution had been violated several times. The Front for the Respect of the Constitution also indicated that all functions of the President will come to an end on December 19th at exactly 11:59 p.m., according to Article 220 of the Constitution. Heading now to West Africa, in Mali, and Notre Nation, or Our Nation newspaper, is reporting on a roundtable meeting due to be held on the 26th of November at the Mériot Lecture Hall of the Catholic University in Lyon, France, St. Paul's campus. It will be held in partnership with Malians living in the Rhône-Alpes region and the Association of Les Péniches du Val de Saône under the theme In the Course of Life Around the Rivers, Source of Wealth, Source of Life, Source of Conflict. And the participants will mainly be looking at River Niger and the Rhône. The meeting is expected to expose health issues around the two big rivers and will also focus on education in the preservation of the environment, and those who will attend will benefit from the expertise of the stakeholders. And finally, we finish this press review in Cameroon, moments before the African Women Cup of Nations, AFCON. The Cameroon Daily Journal reports that some of the participating teams arriving in the country have rejected the transport buses made available to them by the Cameroonian government. The Daily says they were served with VIP buses hired from the interurban transport company Touristic, which they outrightly rejected. The newspaper goes ahead to say that since the buses were unveiled to the press earlier this week, they have received heavy criticisms as they failed to meet international standards. Most of them portray cosmetic beauty from outside, from a distance, but with a closer look, some have visible cracked windscreens and cabins that are carrying heavy makeups to shield their originally worn-out status. The tournament officials say they have nothing to do with the buses parked at the council premises because they confirmed that they had acquired 76 new sedan cars to transport the officials. Well, 10 VIP buses were to be dedicated to the AFCON following an agreement signed with a Portuguese company. But as usual, the government did not keep its promise of paying the company. That's it from me.